Hi vinyl community, Mike here. Today I want to show you some lovely VCLT that I received in the last couple of days. And then after that I'll go on to show you some new releases that I picked up in the last few weeks. But before I do that, I just want to mention a good friend of ours in the VC, and that's Berwickshire Mike up there in the Scottish borders. He's no longer called Berwickshire Mike, he's now called Midnight 26. So if you're subscribed to him, look out for the new name. And if you're not subscribed to him, go and have a look at his channel because he produces some absolutely brilliant videos and he shows some wonderful records. So anyway, on with the VCLT. And about a month ago, I showed this. It's a single by The Wedding Present. You can see it's number 8 here. And what it is, it's part of a series that The Wedding Present produced in 1992. In fact, they produced one single every week for the entire year, and they're numbered 1 to 12. So this one, number 8, was issued in August, 3rd of August 1992. And they're known collectively as the Hit Parade singles. And each one of them contains an original Wedding Present track on the A side and a cover version on the B side. So this one, the A side is Boing, and the B side is Theme from Shaft. So anyway, I mentioned that I was getting close to being complete with that series. And shortly afterwards, I received a message from my friend Andy Gladwin. Now, Andy's a good friend of the vinyl community, although he doesn't have a channel, he doesn't make videos. But I'm sure that if he did, they'd be absolutely brilliant videos. Anyway, he said that he had some Wedding Present spares, and could I let him know what I was missing, and he'd see what he could do. So I got back in touch with him and said, yeah, there's 4 of them that I'm missing. And lo and behold, I received them in the post the other day. So first of all, there's number 1, issued in January, and that's Blue Eyes on the A side and Cattle and Cane on the B side. I was also missing number 4. That's from April 1992, and Silver Short is the A side, and Falling is the B side. And also number 5 from May, 4th of May 1992, and that's Come Play With Me on the A side, and a really brilliant version of Pleasant Valley Sunday on the B side. And finally, number 6 from the 1st of June 1992, and that's California on the A side and Let's Make Some Plans on the B side. So now I'm complete. I have all 12 of them. And, you know, thank you very much, Andy. And if that wasn't enough, he also sent me this CD. Wedding Present. This is a CD of Tommy 30, and it's a Japanese edition, and I've not seen this CD before. So for those of you that don't know, in 1988 the Wedding Present produced an album called Tommy, and it was made up of singles, B-sides and some radio sessions. And to mark the 30th anniversary, they re-recorded the whole lot, and they called it Tommy 30, and this is what this is. And it's recorded in 2018, released in 2019. Let's say this is a Japanese version, so it's got some extra tracks on it. There's some live bonus tracks that were recorded in Munich, and Brass Neck, Kennedy, Bewitched, and Take Me. So there you go. And this is a great CD. So when I'm doing cooking in the kitchen, I've had this on all week, Andy, and it's absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much for making me complete with the Wedding Present Hit Parade singles and for the bonus of the CD. So there you go. So that was a nice surprise. And then I'll show you just some of the stuff I've been picking up, some of the new releases in the last few weeks. The first one is this one, and it's called Night Rain. And it's from sort of Pakistani American singer and composer called Arooj Aftab, and she's absolutely brilliant. Her style is well, jazz fusion, I suppose, some of it, and very much sort of indie pop, a bit of sort of minimalistic sort of stuff, and some Hindustani classical music, and it all sort of like melds together, and it's absolutely wonderful. And this is the perfect sort of late night album to chill out to. It's really, really lovely. So I've not really heard of her before, but they've been playing the music on Six Music quite a lot recently, and I thought, yeah, I've really got to get some of this. So yes, I picked this up. It's absolutely lovely, and I think I'll be getting a previous album as well sometime fairly soon. So that's the first one, Arooj Aftab. Uh, Next up is another uh, female singer, and this is the wonderful Beth Gibbons. Ooh, better not have everything falling out of this. Yeah, so this is uh, this is her solo album. It's called Lives Outgrown, and of course, Beth was the lead singer from the Bristol band Portishead, and she's an absolutely wonderful singer. And the album comes with this as a print of the front cover, and then there's this as well. So a couple of photographs of Beth, and on the other side there's all the lyrics. And as I say, this is a really, really lovely album, and exactly what I expected from her. So it was written over the course of about a decade, and it's very personal. And there's a single, "Floating on the Moment," "Floating in a Moment," which again, been on the radio quite a lot, and it's absolutely lovely. And she touches on lots of sort of personal subjects, motherhood, anxiety, her own mortality, and it's a sort of album that you expect sort of people to release, when they're starting to get a little bit older, and you sort of your own mortality starts to sort of dawn on you, and yeah, it's fantastic, and I mean, I've heard other people sort of review this, and some people said they were a little bit disappointed, but I didn't find that at all. I think it's absolutely wonderful. So that's Beth Gibbons and Lives Outgrown. Then the next one. This is a fantastic band, Irish folk band, and this is Lankum, and it's live in Dublin. And it's live at Vicar Street, Dublin, to be precise, and it was recorded on the 31st of May 2023. So Lankum consists of Cormac Dermody, John Dermody, then there's Dara Lynch, Ian Lynch, Ruddy Pete, and Rachel Hines. And their music, it ranges from sort of quite traditional sort of Irish folk music to sort of really quite sort of dark sort of areas, and they're really fantastic. And I bought their album last year, False Lankum. It's an absolutely brilliant album, and these guys are absolutely brilliant. I'd love to see them live, and I'm sure I will someday. But to give you an idea of the sort of the kind of stuff on here, you've got a cover of the Wild Rover, that everybody does. Every Irish folk band, I think, they're obliged to do a version of the Wild Rover. But then you've got really dark stuff, a track called "Go Dig My Grave," and it all mixes together, and it's all absolutely wonderful. Very sort of atmospheric, quite dark, but also quite joyful at the same time, if that's possible. But yeah, I'd recommend Lankum to anybody. So this is live in Dublin. And if you see the album False Lankum, pick it up because it's absolutely brilliant. Right, and finally, this is a reissue. And it was from Tess Parks, and this is her debut album from 2013. And it's called Blood Hot, and I'm really pleased that it's got a reissue because I came quite late to Tess, and the first album I bought of hers was her collaboration with Anton Newcomb of Brian Jonestown Massacre, which is a really, really lovely album. I think she's done two albums with him now. And yeah, so I hadn't got this already because, as I say, came to her quite late. And she's a Canadian singer-songwriter. She was born in Toronto, I believe. And yeah, it's just lovely. And I think, you know, the pictures of her are absolutely wonderful. I mean, she looks very much like a sort of, a 60s French pop star, I think. You know, she's got that look about her. So the album comes with this great sort of photograph of her in front of the Stars and Stripes, and then there's a little book here called Diaries 2009 to 2013. So it's mainly sort of got sort of handwritten lyrics in it, and a few little pictures, and then there's some passport photos of her in there. So what's the music like? Well, it's quite sort of psychedelic. It's sort of lo-fi psychedelic. It sounds quite sort of 60s, but again, you know, I really like Tess Parks, and I think, you know, she's a wonderful singer, and I'm really pleased that I picked this album up. So there you go, it's Tess Parks and Blood Hot, which was her debut from 2013. So anyway, that's all I've got to show you at the moment. So until next time, see ya.